Survivors of childhood sexual abuse say time is running out to pass essential legislation. The victims are all former Boy Scouts.
NBC4 State House reporter Natalie Fahmy tells us why they say this bill is so important and how close it is to the finish line.
After passing unanimously in the Ohio House, the bill is moving through the Senate with an emergency clause added on to make sure the bill takes effect as soon as possible.
These survivors weren't just raped, they were robbed. Their voices were stolen. They were systematically silenced.
Chris Graham is a survivor of childhood sex abuse and helped author House Bill 35, known as the Scouts Honor Law.
To see this go from an idea to legislation that's passed the House unanimously to legislation that's standing on the precipice of becoming a law has just been an incredibly healing experience for me.
Boy Scout survivors of sexual abuse can apply for access to the biggest bankruptcy settlement of all time. But in Ohio, laws limit which survivors can do that and how much money they will get from the settlement.
Ohio is one of only 6 states in the nation where we have a statute of limitation for every single child sex crime.
So, House Bill 35 would eliminate the 12-year period of limitation for a victim of childhood sex abuse to make that claim.
We're going to pass it next week as an emergency out of the Senate. That's my desire and my understanding. I think both caucuses would support that.
And if we do, it's the first time that survivors on the wrong side of a statute of limitation in Ohio get to cross back over and get to experience full justice.
If this bill does pass the State House next week, because it does have an emergency clause attached, it will take effect as soon as the governor signs it. Local for you at the State House, I'm Natalie Fahmy, NBC4.